Kelvin. Why? Yeah, do you have class? Ah, so you have class until 2 p.m. just now? Mm-hmm. So you only have 30 minutes for lunch? Aduh, kasihan. Okay, so no green correct icon. Mr. Justice said, for the practical, you all up until practical 7, which is sorted list. And then some question have not yet discussed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so can you both tell me up until where? Questions,
Oh, whether.
because Mr. Jaffer didn't tell me clearly until what way. He said something about green icon, but actually I didn't. Is it remind you of something? Green icon.
Yeah, there's a Google Doc when I share to Miss.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Miss, what's Miss email again?
Um, okay, wait. Green icon. Oh, so just you can put a green icon once done with discussion. Oh, this is what he meant by green icon. I thought the practical asked you to create some interface with green icon, but I didn't see the instruction here lah. Ah, oh, okay. So all of the green icon meaning he already um comment lah and
Yeah.
feedback. Okay. So wait, I check first up until what question you both have answered. Because I saw there's employee already for the questions number 2. For Noel, because I saw you have already created classes for employee, manager, and clerk. So meaning you are already done with your the instruction number 2, right?
Oh, actually, different question, different allocation. Yeah.
Oh, that? Meaning Kelvin will need to answer another question, and then
Yeah.
you will. Hmm, so your questions number two, Kelvin,
Oh,
Manuel Kelvin. Oh, but both of you already finished lah,
for mine, yeah. Yes.
Kelvin.
The 4B haven't finished that one. The
4B
sorted list of employee.
or
Uh,
this one.
I think. Yeah.
After that, what else? Only this one.
Yeah. This the down only that part. I think.
Only this part lah. C already finished lah.
C.
4C.
Oh, that one is mine.
It's the lowest part. Right?
Oh, so the only unsolved part is this one lah, 4B.
Yeah.
Write a client program that creates a sorted list of employees with entry comprising manager clerk. Okay, so you don't know the answer, Kelvin, or you
Oh,
didn't have time to
I didn't try it yet.
okay. Usually, Mr. Jefter will ask you all to do it first, and then he will give time, and then after that he will mark
I don't.
in the same day.
He only did one. He only.
Oh ya kan? He only taught for 1 week, right? Which is last week. How about Miss Paula? How is usually your practical?
Hmm. She just asked to submit one.
Oh, and then after that she will return.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us to submit and then she returned the comment.
Oh. Hmm. Okay. For this sorted link with iterator, so you need to create a sorted list of employee with entries comprising manager and clerk object using the entity class from part A. So part A, let me see part A. Ah, while I am looking for the answer for these questions, and then while I'm looking for the best explanation or the best way of um, conducting our practical, because I don't know, I'm not sure which way I will follow lah, Mr. Jefter or Miss Paula. So actually, which way yang you both prefer,
Give me Mr. Jefter.
Jefter? Kalau Kelvin?
Same.
Oh, okay. So if like that, while I am um, checking for this sorry, practical 7, I already uploaded practical 8 here. I already separated the practical questions from the other practical because previously it is mixed all. So you, for now, I will assign Kelvin for A, B for Noel. Try first.
No, okay.
Okay, Kelvin?
Okay.
Okay. The sample code I already uploaded also. For this is it is under week 9 sample code. Here it is containing the sample code that you need to modify lah. Okay, so you read the questions and modify any part from this sample code. Sorry, Kelvin, I didn't aware about your message. Some notifications off. The code need modify, but when I test, it works fine. Okay, so for example, there are some. It says here, modify the method content in the chapter. This in this file, it has method content, and then you will need to modify that method so it can implement this. When searching a sorted array sequentially, you can ascertain that a given item does not appear in the array without searching the entire array. Modify the method contents in the chapter in this file such that it takes advantage of this observation when searching a sorted array sequentially. So you both already learned about the searching, right, with Mr. Jafter. Okay, so after that, in this code, so you also need to modify this code, write a new array implementation of this class, this ADT, and then you need to provide the iteration version. So this one using binary search.
Mispresenting.
Sorry. Okay, so Kelvin, the one that you need to modify is method content for the A1. A1, you need to modify this class. This class is in chapter. It is in chapter 8. Yes, chapter 8. ADT. So in the chapter 8 that I shared, you will have three package. So in the ADT package, we have classes, which is one of it is sorted array list. Sorted array list. Sorted array list. This one. Sorted array list. Then in the sorted array list, there's a method, and then you need to modify this instead of using it. Instead of this, you need to modify it to sorted. You need to modify it so that it search the sorted array sequence. When searching a sorted array sequentially, you can ascertain that a given item does not appear in the array without searching the entire array. Okay, so modify the method contents in the chapter 8 class so that it takes advantage of this observation. Okay, let me check what does it mean by that. I think because I didn't teach the chapter 7 kan, so I am not really quite sure what does it mean. But let me check first. Sorted array, sorted array. Okay, so Noel done B3. Okay, good. Where
Need
did
to.
you put?
Or is there any place to paste the code?
Yeah. I need to create a node first. Okay, I closed the Google Classroom already. Sure. Assignment practical at submission document. So here, Noel, can you both see this particle at submission document? You both
Oh,
can modify it. For Kelvin, you have idea or no? For the questions A. Um, wait. Okay, so because actually I didn't really read chapter 7, but because like I said previously, the material corrupted when it is shared with me, but I can I can give you idea. Better. Let me compare first. Actually, previously the sort i- uh, Kelvin, before I answer these questions, I think I will give feedback first for the practical 7 previously lah for this one. Okay, so this is it okay, Kelvin? And then I will only show it here. Later you may need to try it by yourself lah. Okay, so for these questions, it asks you to um, use whatever entity that is created previously, which is the manager, the clerk, and then okay, so the example of that is this one. First, you need to import all of the classes, all of the entity, the manager, the clerk, the employee. And then you also need to use the classes that is created by Noel in 4A. And then you need to, because this question I am also think it is not really complete lah, because it didn't tell what is the data, because it only says write a client program that creates a sorted list of employees with entries comprising manager and clerk object using the entity classes from part A. So since Noel already created two classes, which is this one. Can see?
Can.
Okay, so this is the classes that is created by Noel. So these classes implement this class. Okay, so it says here, Kelvin, you need to list out all of the entity, which is the manager and clerk, and then using entity classes from part A. So it actually didn't tell that you need to use this data, but you can use this data lah based on the suggestion of the answer. In this question, it didn't tell which data that you need to follow or you need to use, but based on the suggested answer, you need to follow this data lah. Okay, so you need to list out this based on the ID. Okay, so the suggested answer is like this. You create one object, or you create one instance of this object, and then you use the method inside this object. Okay, so if you see here, even though you add first in the first position, which is 555, the employee ID, and then after that followed by 777 222 at and 33. But because of you are using this class, it will be automatically sort this entry. Because why? In this method, if you go and navigate to its source, it will go to the interface. So this is actually another advantages of using interface, because it wants to hide the details of the method. So actually, if you go here, if you debug, it will not go to here, but actually it will go to this, because this class, it implement this. But when we go here, it will go to the interface, and then we cannot see the details. So that is the usage of the interface. We cannot see the details because in an interface class, it will not have the body. It only has the method name. For example, this. It doesn't have the body. But all of these method can be used by the class that implement the interface. For example, if we go to this class, then we see here. So here there are add, remove, clear. All of these method are actually similar. Some of the methods are actually from the interface. Some of it So when you implement an interface, you can use the existing method here. Meaning you can create your own body, but it can have the same name, the name of the method from interface with the class that implements the interface can have the same method but different body. Okay, so if another class, for example, sorted array to list, if it implements the sorted list interface, it can have the same method, but actually it may have, for example, here for add, it may implement another way. The body of the class that implements the interface can be different from this class. Okay, so, but here, if you see here, when we go here, it will go to the interface because that is the purpose of the interface. It want to hide the body of the add functions. But if you want to see, actually the body of the the body of the add, it is here, where you can see it is automatically sort the array based on the ID. Okay, so this is the implementation of the add, the actual implementation of the add. So the one that implement this class, which is from this, actually this, you can just add, you can list how many information that you want, but this add method will automatically sort it. Okay, Kelvin. So
Okay.
when you see this, which part do you not understand? You understand already lah, Kelvin. So later, if you understand, you try to do it yourself, huh?
Okay.
Okay. And for your, maybe Kelvin need to copy my code from 4A. Yes, because Kelvin need to reuse, not reuse lah. He needs to implement it and then put it under ADT. Put it under ADT. Yes, ADT package. Put it under ADT package and then import it. And then after that, just implement the add method from sorted array list. So what I show you just now, it is actually telling the purpose of interface where it is hiding the details. If we go here to the source, you only can see an empty method without the body. So that is interface. But actually, the body is from here. So Kelvin, you have the, yes?
Can check my answer in 4A Practical 7.
For Mr. Jester already, if I'm not mistaken, Mr.
Just
Jester.
halfway only.
Oh, halfway. I saw the green icon, then I thought fully check already. Manager. Let me check the create a link implementation of ADT sorted list, which provides an iterator. Define the iterator class as an inner class of ADT. Okay, wait, I need to check your sorted links first.
So the red
In the
text is
mean,
the correct
pardon?
correction. The red text is
Red, oh, the red text is
yeah, the
tagged by Mr. Jefter.
Mr. Jefter. Ah, yeah.
Oh, okay. So this one is the one that is wrong lah, right?
Ah, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Package ADT import data utility. Right? I think that is correct.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
With
like, uh, I mean, additional text only added by Mr. Jefter, so that like easy for him to mark. Yeah. So,
pardon, additional
uh,
what text?
yeah, additional text like for him to what lah, make him easier to mark.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
It is. Oh, this is written by Mr. Jester, not
Yeah.
you.
Just for him to refer. Yeah.
Oh, well lah, because I saw this is correct lah. Because this sorted link list, it should be you should put package ADT to actually identify that this file is under this package ADT. So this is compulsory. And then you want to use the method from this package, Java package, which is util. So yes, correct. So public iterator, I forgot the questions again. ADT sorted list, it is referring to ADT sorted list. So you need to create iterator class inside the ADT inside the sorted array list,
Ah, yeah.
right? So you only provide the iterator punya class lah.
Ah, yeah.
The rest is assume the same lah, right?
Yeah.
Only the okay. So it takes me time to understand the flow. So iterator. So we see either your iterator or unsupported. This is the same with the iterator. Uh, So the original file, it doesn't have the iterator, and then in the suggested answer it has the iterator, but it throw exception.
Nah, yeah.
So Mr. Jefter didn't tell lah the exact answer lah during.
Yeah, we have to figure out ourselves. Yeah.
Oh, so if like that, I will need to test your code first. I will need to copy your these two method and then copy it in the sorted linked list and then test with the suggested answer from 4B. If it is works well, then yeah, your answer correct lah. Errata interface sorted linked list. Oh, sorry. This is not the correct one. Hmm. Hmm. But if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Jefter have shared um this material, right, for the chapter
Uh,
7.
yeah, already.
And then the original source code, it also has these two classes, right?
Two means.
This sorted link list and sorted list interface.
Yeah,
But it doesn't have the iteration lah.
don't have. Yeah.
Uh, for practical 7QA, get iterator. While I'm checking for the answer, you both can continue with the practical lah.
Okay.
Mhm. Implement this. Okay. Noel. This is shouldn't it the name as sorted list interface? This one?
Oh, hmm.
You want this one implement this one, right?
Oh, because that day Mr. Jefter said do for another one, so yeah, I just follow what he said.
Oh, follow another one. I mean,
Because
do
there's
another
two, right? There's a sorted array list.
sorted array list. Curator, new sorted link iterator. This is oh wait, hmm, Yeah, actually, okay. Okay. So Noel, actually, I saw your answer is correct. So did Mr. Jeff ask you to amend or what after he checked? Because I saw already tick this one, but he didn't tick the other slide.
So that day he said he didn't say no need to no don't have no amen. Yeah, he just
Oh,
skip through the yeah.
he just skip lah.
Oh yeah.
But the question asking about you need to implement additive sorted list, which is actually this one, additive sorted list, and then it needs to provide iterator. So your iterator class must be as an inner class of the additive. So this is the inner class of the additive. So you already created this class, and the iterator is the inner class of the additive. So the only difference actually with the suggested answer is the name of your sorted link iterator kan. The suggested answer only it name it class as list iterator. But actually the process inside it all are the same. So this one is correct. This one is correct. 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 So this is sorted array list. So I will need to check this sorted array list code lah. For the sorted link list, yes, correct. This sorted array list, I will need to check before we can share it for Kelvin to use.
Or I answered based on the the thing you showed, I think.
Hmm. You need, you see here the question. The question is, you need to create a client program meaning the main program, the program that has MAIN, and then it needs to use whatever classes that is created previously, either it is manager, either it is clerk, and then also the entity class from part A. The entity class from part A is the one that is created by Noel. This one. Sorted, no, sorry. Um, sorted array list, and then the interface.
No, I didn't have it.
Pardon? Yeah, either you want to create yourself or we check first, or you use the one that is corrected here lah. But I check first for this one. If it is correct, then you can use later. But Kelvin, that is for practical 7. You can proceed with the practical 8. You try to check the code from chapter 8A, searching. Noel, for questions 4C, you also haven't finished, right?
Oh yeah, haven't. I still doing.
Uh, okay, so for this practical 7, since I am also just get the material recently, so I haven't um, finished studying this practical yet. So I will get back to you all next week for
Is
this.
it like this guy, the answer for the B? Or just like the one you show, you just put
The B, this you mean the question 7 for B,
yeah, for B.
for B. Okay, so you want to see how it is how when we run it lah, right? Let's start the array of
Mm,
employees.
just show the list of,
This
yeah, the,
one.
like this one, like, is it?
Yeah, actually this is. But you need to use these two these two classes, entity, and then use this entity also. Then when we run it, it should show the sorted list. Wait, I run it first. Debug file. So your answer is it should look like this. It will list out all of the list, but it is not in the table form lah. But it still will sort. If you see the ID still at the top, it is increasing. 2233557788. So
Oh,
this how it should look like lah. Actually, this is easy if you already have that classes ready. This one. But now I need to check Noel file or Noel answer for this first. And then this one also done by Noel, right? Manager, clerk, employee class.
the class is mine.
So you already know lah about this, right? So this one is by Noel. Mm-hmm. If you want to proceed with this, I need to give you the correct these two files.
Okay.
But if I give it to Kelvin for him to do the 4B, um, 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 Noel, I don't need to give it to you first lah before I check that
Give what?
pardon.
Give what?
The two files that you should create it in 4S practical 7. This one, these two. This class, this ADT class need to be given um, to Kelvin for him to proceed with 4B.
No, the 4B, I just check the thing you show, and then I just code it based on the example you show. The ADT I got include also, but
Oh, you got
I'm not
include
sure.
lah.
I'm not sure the output correct or not. But since you show us
Not the same lah.
not exactly same the output.
Can you show me?
Uh,
Can you show me?
okay, wait.
Mm. So where did you get the two lists? I mean, you use the original one.
I just copy from Noel, just not even though you haven't.
Oh, okay. Good, good. So actually, even
I,
your answer doesn't need to be exactly the same with the suggested answer as long as it is uh, implementing what it. So the interface doesn't really matter or how you arrange, how you display your um, results lah.
uh, wait. Eh, what is it again? Present. Oh, it's just this based on the thing you show. The output is sorted based on the idea. I don't know. Not sure correct or not based on the thing. There's no label on top to share which number is what. Also,
Sorry, I muted my mic. But your output is already sorted, right?
oh, sorted by ID. Yeah.
Sorted by ID already. Meaning the okay, so you import all from the ADT, meaning Noel code correct lah.
Should be correct.
Yeah, should be correct already.
This
And
one's for
you
this one's go
already
beyond.
and you already actually answer.
I didn't do the first. Just this one. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, so correct already lah. You can actually good luck. You do not need to submit because I already checked.
Oh, okay.
Still, the practical 8 first question, I still not sure understand. I also not understand what he wants. Also, the practical 8.
Practical app. Practical app. Yeah, honestly, because I didn't touch this practical, so I also honestly I also don't really understand these questions. I understand this, but I didn't understand this. So that's why I said for this we will discuss next week lah. Because this is covered by Mr. Jeffter previously. So actually I didn't cover this. Plus I said all the some of the files are corrupted when he shared it with me because the CC and Mr. Jeffter during the handover kan, the CC downloaded all the materials and then upload back. And then I think during the zipping in the Google Drive, it corrupted, maybe because of the internet connection not really um, good. And then after that, and then they just share the zip file with me. And then without aware that actually their file is corrupted. So that's why I didn't have time to do the practical. But I we will discuss this next week lah. For Noel, so this one, practical at B, question 3 already finished lah, right?
Yeah, only that one. Yes.
For heaven.
Haven't.
So Kelvin, yours, you didn't do this,
I haven't. I
number
didn't
one.
do because I don't understand the question.
Number two also lah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I think this one not really connected to this one, although it asks you to modify this function, this method, but actually the original method of content still can do it works. Okay, so it still can do it works, but you can proceed with number two lah.
Oh, can straight go to 2. Okay.
Can straight go to two because the content, the original content method still can do its work. This question is asking actually another alternative way of doing the contents method. So you can proceed with question number 2, and then Noel, you can proceed with question number 4 and 5 lah. We still have 10 minutes, so I check Noel answer for questions 3 lah. Hmm. Noel, I think your answer is correct. Because you are really following the iterations algorithm lah. Because the suggested answer here, you see, it has a selection. I mean, it has this method. It is a static method also, and then this one should be the iterative, but actually it is using the recursive in the iterative. So maybe
Oh,
yeah. So maybe this is another alternative way lah. But your answer I think ngam lah, because if it is really a iterative algorithm, we shouldn't use recursive method lah inside the um, iterative, right? Do you have the same opinion? If you see here, hmm.
yeah, because I follow the pseudocode
Hmm.
in the lecture note.
In our lecture note, the pseudocode should be this one. But the suggested answer, it is using the recursive inside the iterative. So I will test your code. If it is uh, ngam, then okay lah. I will mark later. I will not mark lah. I will tell you lah.
Okay.
Okay. So like I said, Kelvin and Noel, for this, for practical add, for Kelvin, you can skip questions number 1 first, and then you can directly to questions number 2. For Noel, just proceed with 4 and 5. And then for practical 7, although we already have the answer, and I will try to dig later lah about this and then check. But it is already proven lah. Noel codes is correct based on after Kelvin implemented it. Um, and if I have more time later, I will check lah. But I think if it since it is already can be used, then I think Noel answer is correct lah. So we meet again next week. Do you have sorry, yeah? Or you don't have test? You have already quiz, right?
Yeah, already.
Yeah.
Oh, last
And
week.
then okay, okay. So no test because all of courses, all of program having tests, and I'm afraid I miss out your class lah. Okay, so no test. Okay, good. Okay, so just like what I said, so we meet again next week lah. Okay.
Okay, Miss.
Okay. Bye, Kelvin and Noel.